Excuse me, is this seat taken? Well then, a whiskey on the rocks for me, thanks. And for my friend here? To each their own. I'll take that whiskey then. Tell me if you change your mind. So, pardon the cliche, but what's a distinguished individual like yourself doing at a place like this? No? Well, pardon me for assuming, then. To be honest, I just thought you looked a little too fine to be one of the usual clientele here. In a crowd of bounty hunters, hitchhikers, gang members, simple pickpockets, and the like, let's just say you stand out. I assume there's some sort of story behind that. I see. You're not too out of place in that regard, then. Most folks who pass through here have stories to tell. You want to know about me? I'm just a drifter passing through. But yeah, I had some tall tales of my own, once upon a time. Yeah, well, hardly worth telling them now. A bit retired from being a desperate scoundrel. You see, nowadays I'm just trying to get by, like any other poor soul on this side of the galaxy. Yeah, there's my drink. What do I mean by desperate scoundrel? Seems you're getting interested in my sorry past. It's a shame. You'd probably have a lot more fun with some whiskey, or wine, whichever you prefer. Since you're so curious, though, let me just say I've had my fair share of adventure, including but not limited to bartending in the Star Cities, a wild partnership with a sentient clock on Mars, and a stint as a mercenary in No Man's Land. Intergalactic services, customer satisfaction, guaranteed. I don't look like the type? To do what? Bartend or murder for a living? Well, looks can be deceiving. I've been a bad man. Could still be one if I wanted to. But I learned the hard way that those moral lessons they preach at you when you're a kid aren't all lies. Being bad doesn't pay half as well as you'd like to. And I gotta put dinner on the table somehow, right? Oh, the dinner's for myself. If I had any kind of family to look after, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. Like I said, I'm a drifter. I go wherever the money trail takes me. But that's not really sustainable for most relationships. So I stay on the move and I do it alone. Generally, it's not half bad. What about you? I don't mean to pry, but a story for a story sounds about fair to me. And from the looks of it, you got one hell of a tale hidden behind that stubborn mouth. Ah. So you followed this lover boy of yours all the way from your blue blood old money home to one of the seediest parts of the galaxy because you knew your family wouldn't approve. And you're waiting for him here while he sorts out his business. You say you've been in this spot for 2 hours now? No word from him at all? These are dangerous parts, you know. I wasn't kidding when I said you stick out like a sore thumb. Everybody else in this bar is probably on the wrong side of the law, one way or another. If your sweetheart's dealing with that kind of business, you might want to watch your back. You're not budging? Seems you're romantic at heart, for all you like to act so cool and say offers. Do I think you're wrong to wait? I can say. Perhaps it's just a little foolish, but then again, love makes fools out of all of us. I've known people I would have waited for. It's just that most of them bit off more than they could chew, and, well, let's just say they're not around anymore. Happens in this line of work. Sorry for my loss. Thank you. But it's all water under the bridge now. Well, I get nostalgic sometimes, but like I said, I'm a drifter now. I travel light, and that includes memories. It's not really practical to carry them around all the time, you know? A mortal life to a stars. That's the same they have around Galaxy 560A. No love or grief is eternal. It's all dead in a blink of an eye when you compare it to the endlessness of celestial bodies. In that sense, I suppose you could say we're all drifters in our own ways. Just passing through the dive bar of life, if you will. Looking for something strong enough to carry us through another evening. But I'm getting a bit philosophical, aren't I? Sorry about that. Must be something in this drink. Anyway, Blissey's strong, and it seems like we'll both need some luck tonight. So I propose a toast to drifters in traveling light. Would you look at the time? You now ready? Prince Charming seems to be running late. Must be a real nice fellow if he'd have put it all on the line for him like this. So he promised to take you away? To a better life, huh? Maybe in the Star Cities. Guess you'll have to board the next ship off the planet if you want to make it there before your folks come knocking. And I suppose that's why you're here. That business he's attending to. Tickets for those ships don't come cheap. You can't have snuck much of your inheritance out of the house when you left. I'll admit, this isn't a pretty place, but it's a quick, dirty way to make coin when you're in a tight spot, provided you know who you're bargaining with. Yeah, I expected as much. You want to be careful who you give that information to, though. As I said, most people here are on the wrong side of the law. That doesn't mean they're all on the same side, either. There's more than one way to be wrong, and your lover boy's in hot water if he thinks he's getting away from this planet scot-free. Well, it's been over 2 hours. More than enough time to sort out any kind of business. Why do you think he isn't back yet? For every single desperate cutthroat in this place, there's an equally desperate drifter willing to turn him into a police for the right price. Hey, calm down. I'm just speculating. He could be fine. Listen, just a moment. Sit down. Have a sip if you don't mind. It'll calm your nerves. Mind if I ask you something? I've got a little theory that I'd like to confirm. Riddle me this. Distinguished drifter. An ex-crime boss on the run, facing countless charges of murder, several more of assault and battery. He's guilty of resisting arrests, violence against law enforcement, organized crime activity, fraud, 1 count of kidnapping, and more legal jargon that I can't really be bothered to memorize. His most recent crime is the possession and trade of illegal substances, particularly the faceless killer weed they're farming on Planet 26B nowadays. A bounty of $5 million promised to whoever brings him in. Does any of that sound familiar? I suppose the kidnapping charge is technically baseless, considering that you went with him willingly. Like I said, I follow where the money trail leads me. And being bad doesn't pay very well. I'm playing the good guy for a change. Bounty hunters around the galaxy have been fighting tooth and nail to get their hands on your sweetheart for the last couple months, myself included. Haven't you been watching the news? Me? I haven't done shit. But I'm guessing my partner's caught up to him at this point. Look. If you're gonna go after him, I'm not stopping you. But you gotta listen first. You go now, you either die or you fall into prison. And maybe the gallows, depending on how deeply you've been involved in his affairs till now. Why do I care? Let's put it this way. I'm playing a good guy. But I'm not a good guy. And I don't play by the rules unless I have to. We've established that earlier, didn't we? I'm broke as hell, and I need that $5 million. But I don't need to turn you in to get it. It's true, I came here looking for the target's companion. And it's true, that's why I approached you. You don't carry yourself like someone from these parts, you know. Everything from that posture to that wide-eyed expression. You just scream, sweet, pampered, darling of the sheltered upper class. You don't know what you've gotten yourself into with this love boy of yours. Like I said, we're all drifters in the end. Do you really want to risk your neck for a man who's digging himself into an early grave anyway? Hey, wait! Damn. Gone. Just like that. Red, I missed the second target. Probably running your way right now. Yeah, I'm going. Be ready. Just in case. Love makes fools out of all of us, huh?